What's up, guys? This is Inhander from fearpaintball.net, and it's been a while. Can't remember if we did a video near Christmas, New Year's or not, but I hope you guys had a good holiday, Christmas, New Year's, all that fun stuff. This video is just kind of to show you one of my projects I've been working on, and it's something you don't see very much of anymore because the manufacturer of the parts no longer makes them, and I'm kind of in search for aftermarket mags for this. I'll just get right to it. You guys may have seen this in an older video that we did, but it's set up a little bit differently. This is my Tac-One, AGD Tac-One, and it's in the Longbow format right now. Special Ops Paintball created this a long time ago, way before I had a Tac-One, and I fell in love with it. For the first time I seen it, I wanted one along with the Tac-One. So I finally purchased the Tac-One, but when I got around to ordering the Longbow stuff, it was no longer in production, and they weren't making anymore. So what I ended up having to do is get this on the secondary market. I think I picked it up off of Spec Ops the forum or MCB. I can't remember where I got this from exactly, but I've had it for a while and I've hung on to it because I know you can't get them anymore. But the Longbow system basically added this magwell adapter. This is the mag. I'll show you more about that in a minute. The top rail, the shroud, and the Longbow stock, which they actually made into an aftermarket stock for like A5s and stuff like that. Air through, got the remote nipple down here. I love this thing. I've ran it in a lot of different configurations with the Longbow stock. I've ran it with the warp feed system. I've ran it with the Q-loader system, which also they made an adapter for this. You could run the Q-loader with the Longbow stuff. It was effectively called the Q-bow. And this is actually, I have another Tac-One body on the way, but I don't know if you guys can see it right there. This is my body that's signed by Tom K. I actually have the other adapter right here that has the rest of it. He was at the Three Rivers Paintball Festival last year, and couldn't pass up having him sign my Tac-One. I didn't have a silver marker. The only thing I had available to me was a black Sharpie, so take what you can get. So because of it, I got to buy another body, but that's okay because I wouldn't want to take this out and get it junked up on the field and ruin that signature. For those of you who don't know who Tom K is, shame on you. Tom K is the creator of AGD, and in many rights and aspects, he is one of the, I guess I'd call him one of the forefathers of paintball. The guy's a genius, and it was an honor to have got to meet him and shake his hand, talk to him a little bit, and get him to sign my Tac-One. But anyway, the mag on the Longbow is basically just a 20 round, I think it's 20 or 21 round stick mag that is spring fed. So got the spring, and it effectively uses this as a kind of like a detent, as you see. Let me release the spring. That will come up. You can't really tell it, but there we go. There's where the balls would cup in, and that basically holds it in there while it's in the mag, or the mag adapter. But one of the points of this video is if any of you, because they made this for the T9 as well. They have a T9 adapter where you can run Longbow mags on it. But that was a really short thing when the T9 first came out, and Spec Ops didn't produce any more of them. If any of you have mags, I am looking. I'm willing to buy. I will tell you that the rough retail value of just one single mag, wouldn't be the retail, I guess it'd be the aftermarket price, is roughly $40 to $50, and I'm willing to pay to get a couple more mags. I'd like to have at least 5. I have, of course, just 1 right now. So hopefully Muay Thai or Modi, I'm sorry, brother, however you pronounce your name, from the Spec Ops forums. He was formerly with Spec Ops. He is now working with Midnight Angels to get the new T8.1, 9.1 mag extensions. Well, I believe that their next project is these. And if so, I'm going to try to get in with them and help them on that project. But just wanted to show you guys this. I'm going to be trying as much as I can to run this setup all season. Of course, if I can get more mags. If I can't, then it's not going to work that well, then is it? If it doesn't, worst case scenario, I'll either get a warp feed again or I'll get a Q-loader again. For those of you that want to know, this barrel is a prototype flask barrel. It is a one-piece 16-inch with the M4 muzzle. I also have a one-piece 14-inch prototype barrel from Flask. They do not make these currently. Like I said, they were just prototypes sent to us to test them out. They are 690 bore, Cocker threaded. However, I do believe that this coming paintball season they will be making one-piece barrels again. So if you guys are interested in a flask barrel, a one-piece long flask barrel, they should be making them with any luck. So keep that in mind. And I would recommend the flask barrel to anyone. I love them. So it's about pretty much the grand overview here. One other interesting aspect, you can see these little buttons here. Well, the velocity adjust is literally right behind this, so what you could do is push the two top ones in, move that down, and you have access to your velocity adjust right there, which I thought was pretty cool. The only thing that I really noticed about this setup, and I don't know if they really considered this when they first made it, was the disassembly. The mag itself is made to be field stripped very easily. For those of you who don't know, the bolt system sits probably about right here. Goes back to this. This is part of the bolt, or part of the valve system. This is the X valve in here. It was made to be field stripped easily by this field strip screw. You just literally took this out, and the valve, bolt, and everything came out the back, and you could do whatever you needed to it. Put it back in, put the field strip screw in, you're good. With this shroud on, you can't do that. So if you find yourself in the position of having to need to do some valve maintenance or something like that while you're on the field, or just need to check something on the inside, you have to go through the process of taking the whole shroud off, and the shroud is held together. Of course, there's only 2 screws on this side because I lost the other one, but 3 would normally be 6 screws that go into the rail system. Now, the rail that I have on this mag here is actually an RT rail. It is not the stock Tac-One rail that comes with what would normally come with the Tac-One if you bought one new. You have to find a Longbow ready rail for that. But I chose the RT rail so I could get this front on here to attach the vertical ASA out just a little bit farther, so it gives my hands, since I have big hands, a lot extra room to grip right there, and it just feels a lot more comfortable. So again, if any of you have longbow mags for sale or know anyone that does have a longbow mag for sale, hit me up, send me a message here on YouTube. We're also on Facebook. If you want to check out our Facebook, I'll put a link in the comment or the description down below. Join us on Facebook, follow us on there, and really help me out here if some of you guys could sell me some of these mags. I know they're kind of a rarity now, but they might not be soon if they're starting in production again. So don't know if we'll see the same price range or not, but that's that. I'll also put a link in the description of the Tac-One video that we did. It's been a couple years since we did that video. I think we did it in 2009-ish, in that range. We did it the same day that we did the T9 video and the EMAG video, which the EMAG is the electronic version of the well, the E-Tac was what I had, so it was the Tac-One body with the EMAG lowers. I still love the EMAG. I might end up with another one day. I've owned 2 or 3 of them so far. You can get a decent EMAG now for $500-600, maybe a little less, depending on where you check. MCB and AO are 2 good places to check if you want an EMAG. Beautiful guns, and they were the first guns to be able to switch from battery, using battery, to semi-automatic with no battery. So effectively, what the EMAG or the Phenom does now, they took off the EMAG. But I digress. You can look at the video if you want to. Anyway, this is Enhander from FearPaintball.net. Good things to come in 2012, guys. So keep watching ahead. You're going to see some really cool gameplay footage from Living Legends and a lot of other big games that we're going to be able to attend this year, and some other stuff that might be cropping up here in the future. So stay tuned. I'm glad you guys have been patient without I know the lack of videos that have been coming up. That's just because of the holidays and stuff, but we're getting back in the swing of things, I promise. See you guys later.